Who would have thought that calling my lover daddy and letting my inner girly girl come out was the thing that had been missing from my life? For the longest time, not me. Thankfully, I got a clue, and then my whole life got an upgrade. You see, like many girls from a young age, I felt like I had a choice to make. I could either be a boss babe, competent, ambitious, and in charge, or a baby girl, sweet and innocent and cared for, but not both. So I chose boss. That archetype simply felt safer to me, like a surer path to the success that I had been taught to want. And frankly, even at that young age, being more of a girly girl felt like a weakness and a dangerous proposition to me. Between the mainstream media, my family dynamics, role models around me, it just really didn't seem like the way to go. So I chose boss, but I learned how to put this on as an outfit when I needed it. Even as skirt, I was always wearing the pants and a layer of protective armor. Eventually, I realized that the armor wasn't just protecting me, it was blocking connection from an incredibly important part of myself that craved attention and expression. When I was trying to relate with this little one inside, at first it incited terror in me, but eventually turned into a source of incredible power and pleasure. And of course, it took time to get there. That layer of armor that I was so used to wearing, it was a block between me and my lovers, and that was rooted in the distrust that boss babe and baby girl had between one another. Speaking of what I was wearing, it wasn't all that long ago that a getup like this would have put me into a full-out panic attack. Truly, seriously. Years ago, friends dressed me up like this for an event and tried to walk me in the door and had to take me by the hand because I was so frozen and freaked out by it. And thankfully, I've come quite a long way since then. And that's saying a lot in our dominant culture that terrorizes and mocks femininity in so many different ways. In this, boss babe has actually been one of my greatest allies. She's protected me and she's introduced me to a tremendous amount of pleasure. From my days spent steeped in tantric practices to my nights exploring across the BDSM spectrum, she's taken me to many amazing places. Even when I was handing my power over, it seemed like I was in the power seat. Yet, holding such an important part of myself back meant that I wasn't actually standing in the fullness of my power. When I got beyond the awkwardness and the terror that I once felt letting this baby girl energy be seen, it came alive in ways I hadn't known that I was missing. This involved a lot of deep inner work, but also the presence of skilled, trusted others who could provide the container and the counterpoint, but a little cutie to come out. And that is where daddy comes in. Masculinity, strong, powerful, combined with nurturance, just happens to be what does it for me. This is where I've found my deepest experiences of surrender and my highest heights of ecstasy. I get to melt into the utter softness of my baby girl energy and play with the power of her inquisitiveness and her innocence. Beyond the taboos and the triggers that can come up with this kind of exploration, I've actually gotten one of the greatest gifts ever. I get to be cherished, adored, desired in my vulnerability. And that has been one of the most powerful healing experiences of my life. Never mind, sexy as fuck. Baby girl getting taken by the hand, seen, loved, and cherished has been a really big deal for me. Including this young part of myself and my eroticism has been a major healer. To consensually and consciously choose dynamics like this as an adult really does have the power to bring us into connection with our wholeness, as few other things that I have found do. Turns out that I get to be all of me, boss babe and baby girl. There isn't actually a paradox. So my invitation to all of you, get curious about the parts of yourself that you've disconnected from. Get to know them, welcome them in, creatively explore ways that you can include them in your life. Safely and sanely role-playing in the bedroom is one way, but it's not your only option. Be assured that whatever parts you've been rejecting, they hold the key to your erotic wholeness, and who wouldn't want more of that?